Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Miss Aksa, and today we will discuss and finish the sounds. Okay? In our previous lecture, we have learned about the sounds from A to M, and today we will finish the sounds. We will start the sounds from N to Z. Sounds. Okay. In our previous classes, in our previous lectures, we have discussed about the initial sounds, means that the first and the foremost, the starting sound. Okay, but now onward we will discuss about the final sound. So what is the final sound? Final sounds mean the ending sound. Okay, if there is any word written, so the word which finish at an alphabet, that will be called as finishing sounds or ending sounds. Now let's discuss. First we will discuss the sound of N. This is capital N and small n. Okay, and what is the sound of N? The sound of N is N. N. Okay, now we will discuss the sound of N from different words. So look at the first word, N-A-I-L-S, nails. Nails. Okay, nails. Now look at the second one example, Necktie, necktie. Necktie. If we look to both of these examples, what is the first letter of this word? The first one letter is N. So the initial sound is N. And what is the last letter? The last letter is S. So the ending letter is which one? The ending letter is S. In the second example, necktie, it is also similar. The initial letter is which one? The initial letter is N, and the final letter is which one? That is E. Okay, and E sound is A. Now moving towards our next alphabet, that is O. Capital O, small o. What is the sound of O? The sound of O is similar to the sound of A. It is A. A. Look at the first one example. Orange. It is orange. Orange. Second one, owl. 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 So here the initial letter is which one? The initial letter or the initial sound is O. Okay, and the final letter in orange is E. In the second word, the initial letter is O and the final letter is L. Moving toward our next alphabet, that is capital P, small p. Look at the first. What is the sound of P? The sound of P is P. P. Look at the first one thing, animal. What is this? This is panda. P-A-N-D-A, panda. In panda, what is the initial sound? The initial sound is P. P. And what is the final sound? The final sound is A. A. If we look toward pizza, P-I-Z-Z-A, pizza, the initial sound is P. P. And the final sound is A. A. Very easy class. Moving toward our next letter is capital Q, small q. And what is the sound of Q? The sound of Q is K. K. Look at the words. The first one word is queen. Q-U-E-E-N, queen. In queen, the initial sound is K. K. And the final sound is N. N. Because the queen ends with N. So the final sound is N. If we look to the second one word, that is question mark. Question mark. In question mark, the first one letter or the first one sound is K, and the final sound is which one? The final sound, the final letter is K, so the final sound is K. Okay, question mark. Moving towards our next letter, that is R, capital R, small r. What is the sound of R? The sound of R is R. R. Okay. Now look at the word. What is the first one word? It's a rabbit. 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 Okay. So what is the first sound? Initial sound is R. And what is the final sound? The final sound is T. T. Second one example, rainbow. Rainbow. So in a rainbow, the first one letter is R and the last one sound is V. V. Moving towards our next alphabet, that is capital S, small s. What is the sound of S? It is S. S. Okay, as the snake hisses. S. What is the first one word? That is snake. S-N-A-K-E, snake. In snake, the initial sound is S. S. And the final sound is A. A. If we look towards the second one example, that is strawberry. In strawberry, what is the initial sound? The initial sound is S. S. And what is the final sound? That is Ya. 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 Next one letter is capital T, small t. The sound of T is T. T. Look towards the first one word, that is tiger. Tiger. In tiger, the initial letter is Ta. Ta. And the final letter is R. R. Okay? Train. In train, the first one letter is T. T. So the initial sound is T and the final sound is N. N. Moving towards our next letter, that is capital U, small u. And what is the sound of U? The sound of U is U, simple U, or the sound of U is A. A. If we move towards the example, so umbrella. Umbrella. Its sound is A. Umbrella. Initial sound is A, okay, and the final sound is A. A. Look it to the next one example. The sound of U is also U, okay. So it is unicorn. In unicorn, the initial sound is U and the final sound is N. Moving towards our next letter, that is capital V, small v. What is the sound of V? The sound of V is V. 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 Okay. If you look towards our first one word, that is volcano. In volcano, the initial sound is V. V. Okay. And here the initial letter is V, so the initial sound is V, and the final letter is O, so the final sound is A. Okay. Look at the next one example, that is Wayne. In Wayne, V is the initial letter, so the initial sound is V. Okay. And N is the final letter, so the final sound is N. N. It's very easy. This is our next letter, that is capital W, small w. Capital W, small w. What is the sound of W? It is V. 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 The sound of V and the sound of W is same. It sounds same. V is also V and W is also V. Okay. Now words. What is the first one word? That is whale. W-H-A-L-E, whale. In whale, the initial sound is V and the final sound is A. A. Second one example, watermelon. In watermelon, the first one letter is W, so the initial sound is V. Okay. And the last one letter is N, so the final sound is N. N.